Cobalt Scar, and we're going to be killing wyverns today. So if you watched the last two videos, it was over there, and then Lakeaville Omen, and then usually you'll hit 51 in Lakeaville Omen. I would stay until that long because the XP is so good. And then you get your new spells. Pillar of Frost is your new quad spell. That'll hit for about 750 at level 51. And then Atol's Spectral Shackles is your new AoE snare, which casts like a half a second faster than the other snare and just gets resisted less and all this other stuff. So it's really nice. Cool thing about these wyverns, they are on COV faction. So whatever your COV faction is, that's what they're going to con. You don't take faction hits though when you kill them, which is really great. So if you have really good or not abysmal faction with COV, then you can run around here and not get aggro. But you could still go ahead and quad these and not take any faction hits and ruin your COV faction. Unfortunately, we're at level 51 now. So at 51, the XP really, in the 50s, the XP really starts to drop off for quadding. You're not going to experience that same, 4, 5, even 6% per quad. That's just not going to happen anymore. So about this camp, it's about 2% per quad. You can pull like 1, 2, 3, and then there's like 2 that spawn over here. There's a bunch over there at that tower. There's some lining over here. The main thing about over here is you just don't want to pull a named wyvern named like Yvolkarn or something, and he kind of spawns just in all the other spots that these wyverns can spawn. Don't pull him, but every other wyvern is fine. These do social, so like when you tag one, the other one will come, which is a little different from the way the cactuses worked. Is it cactuses or cacti? I think it's cacti. Anyway, it's a little different from the way they worked in OT. It's more like the blood gills where they do social. So we're going to go ahead and pull these 2 over here and pull the 2 over there. I like to med on top of this rock. It gives you a nice little vantage point, so you can basically do this and wait for those to pop, and when they pop, you know that your 4 are up. I've got this druid over here quadding. I sent him a tell, and he was nice enough to leave these 4 alone. Okay, I've got these 2. I'm going to run across over here and get these. As far as competition goes, it's not that bad, but they are contested. I mean, there's always going to be somebody here killing wyverns. The good thing is there's a lot of them. There's 4 here. There's 7 in that tower and 1 on the corner up there. So some people pull all 8 and they'll split them. They'll basically snare 2 packs of them, kill 1 of the packs, and then camp the aggro in the second pack, which will split the whole, split that whole tower up into two different camps, and they'll log back in and kill the second one. And the spawn timers are not short like Lakeaville Omen's Blood Gills, which are only 13 minutes. These are much longer. I don't even know what they are, like 20 something, maybe even 30. I mean, it's a lot, which I'm not used to. The nice thing about Lakeaville Omen is they respawn so quickly, and the nice thing about over there is there's just so many mobs. Like you can just, as long as you got mana, you can go find mobs to pull. Let's see, I ran a little bit too far away here. Only things you need for this, you don't need Levy at all. It does help, I guess, if you're running along the canyons here, but I've managed to do it without Levy, just running up and down, and it's fine. So a quad takes about 5 casts. Usually you're going to get at least 1 resist or 1 partial resist. So go ahead, and I forgot to load my higher level nuke, but I'd probably go ahead and load that. I would also load, which I don't have loaded either, your Circle of Force spell, which is like your level 34 quad. It does 200. Like right now, instead of casting this big nuke, I'd usually hit him with Circle of Force, but this is fine for the video. And then that guy, he had a little bit left over, so you can use like a mid-level nuke, or you can just load your big nuke and take him out. These take a little bit more than half your bar compared to the last ones, but that's because you're casting this really big nuke. These also have more HP than the blood gills, and basically anything you were killing before. Like now you're getting into you know, Velius mobs, so there's going to be a lot more there. So let's see, is this mine? Yeah. Loot on these guys is actually going to be the best loot for quadding that you've done if you've been in OT in Lake of Ilomen, because they drop lots of different gems. Like here we go, Flawed Flame Opal. I'm pretty sure that's a quest gem that you could sell for a little bit. Chipped, they drop chipped and flawed, and some of these vendor for 50. Some of them you can sell to players for like 50 or 100. So, and I think people want these Arctic Wyvern hides as well. Emeralds, Parados, all kinds of stuff drops from these. Sometimes you'll get really lucky on a quad and get
User joined your
multiple.
channel.
And then go ahead and just harvest.
Disconnected.
Go ahead and shut TeamSpeak real quick. And that's pretty much it. 2% per quad. It'll take 50 quads to level here. Sounds bad, but if you've ever played a warrior up to level 60, that is actually pretty amazing. So, yeah, let me know if you guys find any more spots that are better than this. I plan on doing more videos as I level and move along here. Another great thing about this spot is the portal is right over there, so you can basically go anywhere you want and instantly get back to your leveling spot.